I think overall the team's been extremely professional. Everyone's super focused. I don't really have to tell Sam that much. I think everybody knows exactly what they need to be doing at this point, and everybody's been responding really well, taking great care of themselves. So there's not a whole lot that needs to be said. Everybody kind of has been shown along the way what it takes to kind of be at this level and be at this point in a tournament. So everyone's doing exactly what they need to be doing.
Yeah, France is obviously a great team. We're really excited for the challenge, and we definitely have a lot of preparing to do because we know it's going to be a really tough opponent. So we're excited to get ready for the game and to have this really awesome kind of example of soccer being played. So I think it's going to be awesome, and we're looking forward to it.
They're an excellent team, I think, both defensively and offensively. I think offensively they're pretty explosive and unpredictable. I think they have a lot of firepower. And defensively, I think they're pretty sound. I think they have good vets in the back that are organizing the team. And then I think they're also a great set piece team. So I think all around they're a pretty well rounded team and definitely a top team in this competition.
People were so excited about the women's soccer match, and how do you feel having being in the quarters as opposed to say a final?
This is the kind of game that World Cups are like, what makes World Cups so exciting. And for us as players as well, we know that we have to play the best teams in order to get to the finals, in order to get to where we want to be and what we've prepared for. So this is a game that we've been looking forward to, I guess, our whole lives in a way. And just where we're at, I feel really confident with our group. And just it's a privilege to be able to play a host country in a host nation because it's just that much bigger. And those are the type of games that we love, that we just thrive in.
How curious were your first teammates about women's soccer in the U.S.? I mean, what do they want to know about why it worked, perhaps, or what it was about women's soccer in the U.S.?
I think we have a big responsibility as the U.S. women's national team for women's football globally. I think everyone kind of looks up to us, whether they say they do or not. I think there's this big kind of like awe and curiosity about what we've done in order to become as successful as we have. So I think in that way, there's just a massive amount of respect all around, and I think for us as well, we've always taken that responsibility kind of to the next level to keep pushing the game. I'm not really sure exactly what the question is, but I know Clairefontaine, the training ground, and I think it's beautiful. I've played there before, and I think it's magnificent for a country to have the resources that they do in order to have such a beautiful training ground that has a lot of rich history.
Kind of you could just kind of reflect on her time with the team and what she's meant to the program.
Most games coached in U.S. history.
Yeah, that's super exciting. I'm happy for her. I think that she's pushed this team a lot. I think one of the things when I was newer on the team, I remember Jill saying was that she wanted to bring really high level soccer to the U.S. domestically so that our fans and just kind of America in general could see women playing soccer at such a high level. And I really think that she did that. We brought a lot of really competitive tournaments, like she believes in Tournament of Nations, to the U.S., and we were able to face really tough competition at those times. And I credit Jill a lot for wanting to do that and then actually making it happen and bringing it to us domestically. And I think that she's pushed this team a lot, and she has really high expectations for us, and that's an exciting thing for her and for the team.
Something cultural because you're American that you seem so confident.
Secret to some.
I don't know. I think the mentality of this team is what gives me confidence. I think the history of this team, what this team means to me. I mean, I grew up watching these women play. I grew up idolizing them, and to get to be here now and wear the crest and represent what this team has always stood for makes me feel like it's bigger than me. So I feel like whatever confidence I feel is really about the people around me and about the people who have come before me and kind of made the U.S. women's national team into what it is. Yeah, she's great in the air. She's a really well-rounded player. We all have so much respect for her, and I think that our setup on set pieces will remain the same, and we just have to make sure we're doing our jobs and executing and watching out for it because she's definitely dangerous.
January, and have you been already working on the pieces on that match?
I think we're always working on ourselves, and no matter what opponent we face, we have tremendous amount of respect for everyone, and we take each opponent as seriously as the next. For us, we've been lucky to play France a number of times, and because of that, I think we're well aware of just how good they are. And I think in this tournament too, you see different kind of looks and players kind of come to life, and that's what's so special. So for us, this is going to be a really, really special game against a very good opponent.
Does that kind of give you an extra thing to think about going into this game against France?
I think that was so beautiful in a way. I think it showed a great amount of belief from Spain to be able to change. Some people will die by their sword of how they play, but they really came into that game wanting to win the game, and I have tremendous amount of respect for them. They really fought, and they really played us well and had a great game plan against us. So in that way, I thought it was kind of an incredible game plan, but in kind of an incredible show of what it means to play in this World Cup and just what you have to do to win these games. And I think in all these games, you never really know what to expect from your opponent. There's so many different looks that teams can give us, and obviously we're very confident with our style of play and how we want to play these games, but our opponents we have no control over, so we just have to be spot on in the way we want to play.
You've played with Amandine before in Portland. What are her strengths and what makes her a dangerous player?
She's fantastic. I consider her one of the best players in the world. It was amazing to play alongside her. I think she has this competitiveness that I think is really kind of familiar to what I'm used to, and it's this very deep desire to win, and she's a natural leader, and I think it's shown a lot in this World Cup, and I think they're lucky to have her as their captain and their leader because she's a great player, and I think she knows what it takes to win, and I think that's a huge quality that's found in really big players, and I'm very happy for her in the tournament that she's had so far.
I just kind of, my personal opinion is that it's not really up to me, and I think that the people that are making the rules know what they're doing, and I'm kind of just here to play, so I'm gonna kind of just figure out the rules as we go along, and I'll whatever happens. I think it's just part of the game now.
Yes, I'm French, so I have just one question for both of you. Can you just Friday let us win, please?
Is that a question?
That was a question? No.
Please go ahead, Jonathan.
Yeah, you guys are getting into and what are you doing to kind of stay fresh?
We have such a great medical staff. We have such a great sports science team. So I think we're really just doing everything we can to make sure we're all feeling our best and feeling 100%. And I give so much credit to our staff who they bring all this equipment, all these recovery tools for all of us. So we're really just doing everything we can to make sure we're feeling our best. And a lot of that has to do with our staff.
To go back to Amandine for a second, do you think that she might have evolved her game some from being in Portland and playing in America in terms you from playing in France that maybe brings something a little extra for both of you to a moment like this?
Yeah, I think that's part of the beautiful game and why you just enjoy playing with, top internationals is because, it's always a learning experience playing in these games, playing with these great players, and we're lucky to have such a great league in order to get these players to be able to play with. I mean, Sam has a number of internationals on her team as well, and I'm sure she's learned a lot from them. So it's kind of this special relationship that happens in football where you get kind of influenced by the people around you and the different cultures around you, and it allows you to grow and to develop. And for me, France was a big part of that. And I mean, you would have to ask Amadine, but I'm sure she took a lot from that experience as well.
Great recovery tools. Does the heat wave change anything for you, whether it's in training, whether it's in preparation, or even just in mindset when you enter a game?
Well, I can speak for myself and most of the girls who play in the NWSL. We play in this heat every week. I live in North Carolina, and I train in this, so we haven't noticed that much. I think a lot of the girls are used to it.
Yeah, like Sam said, we have just a ton of methods and resources available to us to make sure that we're not affected by this, and we've already started our kind of process of being well adapted to the heat.
And maybe Sam can also say he can like
We'll just let Tobin answer that one. Yeah.
Growing up, I was influenced by Brazilian football. It's what I enjoyed to watch. It's how I like to play. It's the style of football that really attracted me to the game. I really consider football an art and an artistry, and those things. The game kind of dictates what happens. I don't really think about it too much. It's just naturally, I think, how the game goes, and there's always a time and a place for it.